everyone, so today's video is going to be the reading habits tag. Now I mentioned this in a couple other videos as well, but I'm going to mention it again. I am pre-filming some videos because I'm currently doing physical therapy twice a week again, and that's very difficult for me because it takes a lot of energy, and because of that I'm not going to be able to film as much. So I am pre-filming videos whenever I can. So if I look more tired or uglier in general, it's because I am tired and I am ugly. So yeah, that's why I seem maybe like less energetic than usual, or my hair seems worse than normal. It's because I can't take take of my hair as much as I usually do, because I have to prepare my body to go outside twice a week, which is a lot for me. So yeah, let's just get into the reading habits tag. So the first question is, do you have a certain place at home for reading? And I technically do. I have a reading chair right here behind the camera, but I don't really use it a lot. I don't think I've used it once since I rearranged my room. I probably should start using it, but I haven't done that yet. I mostly read on my bed, which is also what I'm filming on, obviously. So yeah, this is kind of my place for reading. As for audiobooks, I usually read those when I'm journaling, so that's at my desk, which is what you guys are on. So yeah, it's mainly my bed though. The second question is bookmark or random piece of paper. Now, this for me is 100% a bookmark. I never use a random piece of paper unless I genuinely do not have a bookmark, which it almost never happens. So yeah, I almost always use a bookmark, also because I have a lot of them. I don't really have special ones. Most of them are from stores that just give them for free. I do have a couple special ones that my mom got me, which is this big purple one, but I almost never use that because I'm scared to use it. So yeah, all my bookmarks are in this BTS mug. So yeah, it's always a bookmark for me, never a random piece of paper, unless I genuinely do not have a choice. The next question is, can you stop reading, or do you have to stop after a certain chapter? For me, this is both. Typically when it's books that I really struggle reading, like fantasy for example, I read until the chapter is over to force myself to read the book. If it's a book that I'm really enjoying, I can usually put it down at any time. I don't really care that much. Obviously also if there's very big plot twists happening, I also read until the chapter is done, but I feel that's a very common thing. So yeah, on to the next question. Do you eat or drink while reading? The answer is yes. I only basically drink water. I sometimes drink tea. I should really get into the habit of drinking tea every single night again before I go to sleep, but I haven't done that yet. I really need to start doing that again, but yeah, I only really drink water. As for eating, maybe snacks maybe, but I don't really eat that many snacks considering I get stomach aches very fast if I eat snacks a lot between my meals. There's an airplane. So yeah, I typically don't really eat while reading. If my dad made dinner or something and I'm reading a very tense book and I want to keep reading, I will eat while reading, but that's only in very specific moments. It's not really something that I do regularly. So the next question is about multitasking, meaning do you listen to music or TV while you're reading? I don't typically watch TV, so no to the TV one, but yes to the music. Usually I listen to BTS music while I'm reading, either the actual music or those YouTube videos that is BTS music but without the lyrics. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I think it's called lo-fi or something like that. There's playlists of BTS lo-fi music or however you pronounce it, and I really like listening to those while I read. I feel it's very relaxing. So yeah, I do listen to music while I'm reading because that just makes the experience more enjoyable to me. So yeah, Then the next question I feel like is quite a controversial one, and that is, do you read one book at a time or multiple books at once? And I read multiple books at once. If you have watched some of my other videos, I've mentioned this before, that I can read 10 books at once because I get bored very easily while reading. And if a book that I'm reading has a very slow part in the book, I lose interest and I pick up another book. And I wouldn't say that that's a bad habit because I do end up reading all of them, unless the book genuinely does not hold my attention, and then I just put it aside and start reading it again a couple years later. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad habit that I need to stop. I genuinely like reading multiple books at once. So yeah. The next question is reading at home or reading everywhere. Now, I used to read everywhere. I would bring a book to school and I would read on public transport. But now I don't really do that anymore because of my pain, I can't really concentrate in public on books because it requires too much effort for my brain. And pretty much my entire brain is already taken over by I'm in a lot of pain, but I have to hide it. And so because of that, I can't really read in public anymore. I might try it again when my mom visits next month, which I'm very excited for, by the way. I haven't seen her in almost 2 years. So yeah, that will be very exciting. But maybe when she's here and we go to a park and sit somewhere, maybe I will try reading in public again and see how it goes. But yeah, I mostly read my books at home, but I used to read everywhere. Then the next question is, do you read out loud or silently in your head? Now, I only read silently in my head because I have quite a lot of trauma from having to read out loud in high school while having undiagnosed dyslexia. And yeah, being laughed at by every single person in the class, including the teacher usually, is not really a fun experience that makes you want to read out loud alone in your room. So yeah, I only read silently. I don't read out loud because of trauma. I've got a lot of trauma. Literally for this video, I was actually planning on putting my hair up so you could see my outfit better, because I recently bought this thing. I don't know what it's called actually, but I really like it. I was really excited when I got it. And I wanted to show it by putting my hair up, but then I got a flashback to a traumatic event where I had my hair up, and yeah, I decided against it. I'm still working on trying to put my hair up, and maybe someday I'll actually get there, but that day is not today. So yeah, this kind of top is completely hidden, which makes me sad because I really like the way this looks. But yeah. The next question is, do you read ahead or do you even skip pages? Now, I never skip pages, but I do read ahead sometimes, especially if a book is really making me very anxious. I usually read ahead to see what will happen. I also do that with TV shows and movies. I purposely spoil myself so that I'm not too anxious while watching it. It's because of that I don't really finish a lot of TV shows, because I'll look at the ending and I'll go, ugh, that's a bad ending. And then I just won't finish it. So yeah, that probably is a bad habit I have to break, but not now. So yeah, I don't skip ahead. I don't skip pages, but I do read ahead. The next question is a question that is quite a popular debate when it comes to books, and that is, do you break the spine or do you keep it like it's new? Now, I usually keep it like it's new because I enjoy the way that looks, but if I do end up accidentally breaking the spine, I don't really care that much. It doesn't physically hurt me or something like that, but I don't particularly like doing it on purpose because it just feels like I'm hurting the book. So yeah, I typically keep it like it's new, but if the spine ends up breaking, I don't really mind too much. So yeah, let's now get into the last question of this tag, which I feel like I filmed this very fast. But yeah, let's just get into the last question, I guess, which is, do you write in your books? And if you had asked me this question like a couple years ago, I would have said no, and that anyone who wrote in their books was completely losing their mind. But I actually do write in my books now. I do it in pencil, and I only really do it in like mystery books, really. For example, I am doing it currently with The Silent Patient because I really like writing my thoughts down and like who I think is responsible for like whatever mystery is going on. I really enjoy looking back at those comments and just seeing how wrong I was. Like I really enjoy that. So yeah, I don't write in every single book of mine. Like I only have like maybe 5 books that I've written out of the like 140 books that I own or something like that. I don't know exactly how many books I own, but that's just like a guess. But yeah, I only have like a couple books that I've written in, but I know that I will continue to do it in the future because I enjoy it sometimes. So yeah, that was the reading habits tag. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that in the comments you can kind of like encourage me or give me tips on how to deal with like my trauma surrounding putting my hair up. Maybe you can give me some tips on how you overcome one of your traumas. Now I know that like me saying like I have trauma surrounding putting my hair up, that sounds really stupid, but like I mean it. Like I'm not joking. So yeah, if you have like any tips for me or something like that, I would really appreciate it, because I feel like sometimes I put so much like effort into like my outfits and you can't see it because all of my hair is just like hiding it. So yeah, obviously that's not the only reason that I want to learn to like put my hair up. It's also because like I want to overcome my trauma. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're having a good day, and bye.